Instead of lowering prices and protecting consumers, some of my colleagues on the Senate Republican side want to raise these prices on Americans and allow these banks to prey upon service members, veterans, and working Americans. And this is all while the President and Elon Musk have considered their onslaught an attack on the Consumer Finance Protection Bureau, which has returned billions of dollars to American consumers. I won't back down from this fight to save the CFPB, to save those who fight to defend consumers from being screwed over from big institutions. Look, I know what it's like in my family story to fight. I know what it's like to be up against insurmountable odds for my family stories. I know what it's like to be searching for someone who will stand up for you when you're doing everything right in this country, where you're working hard, where you're playing by the rules, where you're serving in your community, when you're coaching Little League, when you're trying to help on your block. I know what it's like when you're volunteering at your church to turn around and have some big, impersonal, distant bank screw you for their profits. It's time for this body to do the right thing. This is not political. This is not partisan. This is, who do you stand for? At a time where people are cynical about all of Congress, they don't feel like anybody's fighting for them. Who's going to stand up today and say, I fight for the little guy. I fight for the small business. I fight for the working service member. Who's going to stand up? Who is going to stand up? I know where I stand, and I encourage my colleagues to preserve this rule that stops predatory big banks from savaging the financial lives of too many Americans.